I'm not bad, thanks.
Right. Sweens, I'm just going to press record this and then just turn off my stuff. So it's just two of you. So I'm out the way. So ignore
Can
me.
you turn your can you turn your camera off as well? I don't really
Yeah.
want to see your face.
Goodbye.
Go ahead.
Right. So, yeah, I'm going to ask you some questions. If you can answer in the most amount of detail you can, that'd be greatly appreciated.
No problem.
Give me a minute, please. Right, first one. Does the tempo change in any way compared to in a Devon derby compared to any other game in the season?
Yeah, listen, of course. I think obviously there's a big rivalry between the two clubs, the two sets of fans, and players definitely kind of understand that and definitely feel that kind of in the build up to the game as such. There's obviously bragging rights for fans. Some of our players are Exeter fans their whole lives as well, and I can imagine some Plymouth lads who've come through the academy there are Plymouth fans since they were probably young kids as well. So yeah, it definitely does change the kind of the feel of the game, the pace of the game, the intensity of the game. So I think if you think about any derbies across the UK or even abroad, it's always a bigger game than just your bog standard Saturday at 3 o'clock. So yeah, you can definitely feel the difference in a derby game.
Okay, right. Next question. What is your favourite moment of the Devon derbies that you've played in so far?
My favourite moment, I think we beat them 4-0 at home a couple of years ago in League Two. Yeah, we wiped the floor with them that day. They actually got promoted that season, which probably was right because they were one of the best teams in the league on a consistent basis. But on that day, we turned up really well. And yeah, that's probably my favorite moment. I haven't had too many good days against Plymouth. I'll be brutally honest, but that was definitely one.
Okay, next question. Do the fans make a difference? If so, why?
Well, I think in every derby game against us in Plymouth, it's always about the fans. Like I said previously, there's obviously a couple of lads on either side who've come through the academy and probably support the club they play for. But if there was a derby game and there was no fans in the stadium, it would be a little bit different. A packed house at St James's Park or a home park is a completely different feel. We played Plymouth last year at home park and it was live on Sky, and the atmosphere was electric. Home and away fans was really really good, and it was the same for when we played them at home. I think our fans had a few flags going and some banners in the big bank. So derby games are all about the fans. The players just turn up and feed off the fans' energy and try and win the game for the fans. Obviously, you're playing for 3 points, but for the fans, it's a little bit bigger.
Okay, now this next question might be this might be a one where you might speak a bit, but with Exeter's rise in recent years, obviously getting promoted in that, do you think that they can catch up to the level that Argyle are at the moment, or do you think Argyle will always be one step ahead?
Oh, that's a tricky question. It's difficult. It's difficult to say. I think the way our football club is shaped, in regards to being fan owned, being limited to budget, and that is always going to be a factor in. Listen, I'm not saying our football club can never get promoted from League One or get to the Championship, because there's been there's been similar kind of clubs. Burton Albion have made it to the Championship. Doncaster Rovers have made it to the Championship. Yeovil Town have made it to the Championship. So I'm never going to write it off. But as far as I know, Plymouth have got big investors down there. They've got a couple of American businessmen putting some money into the clubs. So it's hard to compete with, yes. But I think on the pitch, I think we can compete. I think we've come up against some big football clubs this season in the likes of Bolton and Derby and Peterborough. They've got really big budgets and we've competed really well. But listen, Plymouth are obviously doing really well. They're in the championship. They're in a bit of a relegation fight, but they've got big money behind them, which says a lot in football nowadays. I think the only way to get success in football nowadays is money. Money buys players, money buys managers, gets managers down to remote areas like Plymouth. So yeah, it'll be tough, but I don't see why not. I don't think financially we will be able to compete with them. Because of the structure of our club, but definitely on the pitch, I don't see why we can't.
All right, that's all the questions. Thank you for your time.
No problem, Bradley.
Scott, just a quick confirmation. Are you have you audio recorded that?
It's well, for audio and video. So, but yeah,
Okay,
I'll send you over.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, cheers. Thank you for your time, both. I really appreciate it.
No problem at all. I'll send that
No
over.
problem, mate.
Thanks, Pierce.
See you later.
See you, mate.
Yep, I'll just get the file and email it to you on your college email.
Cool. Cheers.
No problem at all. If you need anything else, let me know. Oh, he's gone.